Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with this edition of School Police Talk. Look who we have. We have the chief. And we're here for the year-end wrap-up. Now, you're fantastic.
Thank you.
Everybody who comes here, we always talk about you. Everybody that works in the department has so much respect and honor for what it is that you're doing, what you've tried to do, what you continue to do, what every other school police across the nation is watching so they can try to emulate. I mean, all these wonderful things that without your leadership and in command to tell people what it is and then have everyone do it, right? Because anybody can say what to do, but to actually have people that respect you that go, I want to do what he asks, is tremendous. So thanks a lot for being here.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for the introduction. I don't know if they're all at.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do meet. I meet with the other leaders of large school districts across the country. Actually, I have a meeting tomorrow with them. We meet virtually once a month, and we talk about the issues in our school districts. It's just funny. We started that about 5 years ago. So the major school districts, chiefs, their security directors, things like that, we all get together and we talk about trends and things like that, and just some new ideas and thoughts, and we work together on projects, and just to help other small districts in their security posture, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, of course.
Or improvements and things like that. So this year was no different. We came into this school year knowing that our violence in our schools was slightly trending down in a lot of areas of the country, particularly ours. We did have a decrease. We showed a decrease coming into this school year of fights and just certain activities in our schools, and we were hoping that trend was going to continue. And talking to my counterparts, that's what we had kind of concluded, is that we were seeing that, but it was the trends were based on the amount of other things that were being added into the schools. Obviously school shootings and things were on everybody's mind, and unlike traditional police where you just respond to things, and it's all hazards type of approach for those major violent incidents. We have one specific incident that we always look to avoid, and that's a school shooting. And that's what we prepare for, that's what we train for. There was a big trend for weapon detection systems, and they're very expensive, and they're very manpower, intensive,
yeah,
really.
Right.
And for our school district of, 670 odd schools, how do we do that? How do we devote staff to a single point of entry, divert the buses, and because we have large schools, we have 3,000 kids in our high school, so
right.
And a lot of them drop off on another side of the school, and we have kids entering from here and there. How do we get them all to flow into the same? That's a lot of folks and a lot of devotion just to that one effort. And how much time is it going to take? Mm-hmm. How much time is it going to take for our kids and their staff to get through metal detection, to get into their classrooms each day? I was one of the officers that actually recovered the firearms that we got off of our campus. I was sitting there just watching the crowds and how things were playing out at one of our sites, and I saw some kids that were hanging around. They didn't want to go in, and it looked like they were hiding something in some rocks, and they went off. And when we went back and checked the rocks, there were some guns there that they hid. So we know the systems are working. They're preventing that type of behavior or that type of weapon to go in. So in that type of case, it's helpful. Obviously, we don't want to see anybody with a firearm, especially in a juvenile's hands. And it's so much more threatening having a gun in a juvenile's hands than an adult.
Chief, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll face right here. We'll say goodbye. Okay. See you later.
See ya.